no. There's more drama. Something's happened with True Geordie.
Fucking horrendous.
Now, for those of you who don't know, True Geordie is a British YouTuber. He's a Geordie. What does he actually do? Well, I don't know. As far as I know, he's a podcaster. He does a podcast with a guy called Lawrence. They have I believe it's called the True Geordie podcast. They've had a wide variety of guests. They've got one where they've got Deji on.
He says, yeah, when we get Deji to fight Floyd Mayweather, and he goes, that still sounds so weird.
But he's also had people on like Tyson Fury.
All respect in that sense, and I wish you the best of luck, mate. See you next time. Cheers, mate.
I think you're a tosser, you little toss pot.
Thanks.
And I won't be doing any more interviews with you little toss pot bearded.
No worries, mate. Thanks very much.
Kiss my balls.
Jordan Peterson. But something has happened. What has happened with my guy, True Geordie? Well, there's been a lot of controversy recently because he made an inappropriate joke in one of his podcasts. This is not new to my friend Brian. There's been a couple of different controversies over the years. It looks like this is the final straw for people. If you scroll through Twitter, there's a big mob of angry people. True Geordie can suck himself as well. On behalf of me and every single Geordie, we can proudly say that we do not claim True Geordie, and we haven't done for many years. People finally realizing that True Geordie is scum and shouldn't have a platform. About time you caught up. So obviously, people are very riled. But what did he do? What did he actually do? So this was during one of his podcasts. It looks like they were doing a podcast on the Chelsea versus Dynamo Zagreb game or something like that.
I would gladly blow myself up if I could take that fucking shitbag with us.
That's the use of a stereotype there, which is obviously not what he...
I'm just saying, if he really wants to prove it, do the right thing.
So he's made an inappropriate comment, stereotyping about Muslims, saying that he would blow himself up just to take Andrew Tate with him. Essentially because Andrew Tate has recently come out and said that he's converted to Muslim. Now, Lawrence, who is the guy on the right here with the scraggly hair, his wife is actually Muslim. He said on Twitter before that they're, committed to raising their kids as Muslims. And you can see, as Brian's laughing here, Lawrence obviously looks quite uncomfortable with this. He's obviously not having a good time. Gymshark, who actually sponsors the True Geordie, has come out today with a statement saying, "We do not condone racism, discrimination, or Islamophobia in any form. We do not agree with the comments made by Brian, aka True Geordie, and have suspended our relationship with him indefinitely, effective immediately." People are pretty happy with that. If you look through the Twitter replies at least, they're mostly saying congratulations to Gymshark. And in fact, Andrew Tate himself has responded. Yeah, my man, Andrew Tate. He's had a long time off social media. We may very well see him back on Twitter soon. Andrew Tate released a reply video. So wait, here he is with his shisha.
There's not many people in the world I have a personal beef with. I've had some internet beefs back and forth. There's very few people I personally dislike. One of them is True Geordie. Anyone who's followed me long enough understands why. He's a very insulting, fat, vulgar. He's a dickhead. He's an unlikable person. He's not very smart. He's stupid. He has his little girlfriend who sits next to him. And they did a video about me long ago where they were insulting a bunch of women who worked for me, calling them horrible names. He made full-grown women cry. I replied and said that's a horrible thing to do and he should apologize. He refused to apologize because he was full of hate. Turns out the man was full of hate because he ended up begging for dildos off of a woman. The screenshots were leaked of him begging for dildos, begging to suck on them, begging to be cheated on because he likes to be dominated by females. He sits there, fat. That's why he eats so much, to try and pretend he's bigger than he is. He sits there fat, trying to convince the world it's muscle and that he's a tough guy. But truthfully, he begs to be dominated by females. So this person is genuinely a piece of shit. And now, after me converting to Islam, he made a piece on one of his podcasts saying that I'm not true in my conversion, and then insulted all Muslims. Then that Muslims blow themselves up, and that I should go blow myself up. We should all blow ourselves up, making fucking racist comments about an entire religion, as if that's somehow funny. Let me tell you something, my friend, and if True Geordie, if you're watching this is a message directly to you. There are certain times in life you need to know when to shut the fuck up. There are certain things which are not funny. Certain things that are not beyond reprisal. You don't sit and insult a man's religion. Just like you don't insult a man's entire company and the people who work for him. That's one thing. But to insult my religion and the religion of billions of people across the fucking planet, making ignorant jokes about fucking blowing ourselves up, thinking that's going to go without consequence, you're going to learn very quickly, my friend, that that was a mistake.
It's not exactly the greatest video. I have no idea about these clips that he made insulting the people that work for Andrew, okay? I don't know anything about that. If you're gonna be taking the moral high ground, it's probably not the best place to be coming up and just calling someone fat. And it's also for Andrew Tate to say this.
There are certain times in life you need to know when to shut the fuck up.
Andrew, my friend, that is rich. Obviously, Andrew Tate has come under a lot of criticism himself. Not a widely loved character, but he does raise some very good points in this particular video. Brian should know better. Firstly, sitting across from your mate who has a wife and kids who are Muslim, you think you'd be a little bit more sensitive with the jokes you pull out. I understand it was meant as a joke. It really didn't come across well. I'm all for an edgy joke. I've pulled many, I will continue to pull many. Different people have different lines, and I think especially when you're in the public eye, that line is a lot lower. Obviously, this time he's just stepped a little too far. So, obviously, this has caused a big stir. It's not only caused a stir for Brian, but I'm guessing for the podcast as well, because people aren't going to watch it. If there's this much uproar, people aren't going to watch it. So True Geordie has released a 23-minute video. Damn. Where he's made an apology. It's an apology video. So we're watching this together, and we're going to see what Brian's can
Welcome
say
back to the True Geordie podcast. So let's get straight into it. I've recently made a joke online, and it's caused a reaction, upset. People are not happy with it. So me and Lars wanted to come on here, talk about it amongst ourselves. We were on the stream at the time that the joke was said by me. Wasn't Lawrence's joke, was my joke, just to be absolutely clear. Just to sort of give context for it, an old friend of mine, we'll call him Mr. Potato Head for the sake of this podcast, because I know you'd be desperate for me to say his name.
That sounds trivial, but it's not.
It's just the way he is. He recently claimed to have joined Islam. Now, given some of his previous statements that absolutely contradict what a lot of Islam is about, I definitely didn't believe a lot of what I was hearing from the internet. I made a joke in questioning that newfound faith of his that conveniently comes at a time when he needs as many supporters as he can get. It was a stupid joke.
Look, I don't get this. First of all, calling him Mr. Potato Head in the middle of your apology video, bad start. Please stop with the joke. Please, for Christ's sake, stop with the jokes.
As much as I don't want to repeat the joke, I think it's only right so that people have context.
What? Please don't. Please don't.
I said if he really wants to prove he's a Muslim, he should blow himself up as a suicide bomber or something like that. It was a very stupid thing to say. It was an idiotic joke. One I'm sorry for, I don't believe any religious stereotype, just to be clear, whether it be all priests are pedos. And for me, as much as it's ridiculous and it's something that I don't believe, I understand that for them, some people have had years of that being said to them, and I really wasn't thinking about that in that moment. So yeah, all I can say is sorry.
This is probably one of the worst apology videos I've ever seen in my entire life. It's only been 3 minutes. I mean, how bad can you make it in 3 minutes? The fact that it actually goes for 23 minutes is ridiculous in itself. All you had to do was say about 30 seconds of the stuff that you said in there.
Made your relationship.
Yeah. And it's hard, and I just feel like mentally I'm in a good place in that sense.
What is happening here?
I will end this because I keep rambling. But thanks again, guys, and we'll see you on the next one. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed it, and subscribe. Thanks a lot.
Oh no! Well, there's absolutely no way I'll be hitting the like button. Definitely did not enjoy that. Christ, that went on for a while. Okay, so what do I think? Do I think he is sorry? Yes, I do. Do I think that was possibly the worst apology video of all time? Yes! What the It's not quite a masterpiece as I've made a continuous lapse of my judgment.
I've made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment.
Look, I can see why in this moment the tears will come out. This is definitely an emotional and stressful time for him because everybody, the whole internet is on his back. But this video was so shite. It wasn't an apology. Whose idea was it to make an apology into a 20-minute podcast? How does it turn into a pity party? I mean, I'm not trying to, belittle anything that he may be going through or experiencing, but this wasn't the place to bring it up. It had absolutely nothing to do with it.
But it's not relevant, is it?
Logan Paul back in the day ended his apology with an emoji and a hashtag. Never in history has somebody at the end of an apology asked for a like and a subscribe. We've all been there. I'm not some angelic hero. I'm just reporting the facts. Now you know. What do you guys think of this story? Let me know in the comments section below. And if you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.
Back up on my feet and now I'm walking the right track, ignoring internals, red flag and a right back. I walk a booking, eyes peeled and looking, double 60 in the whip. It's too late if the white flash, the lights.
All priests are pedos.